I think as people, when we look back in our life and we reflect on the times where our heart has been the heaviest, or where we've struggled the most, or even felt depressed, it often has to do with rejection. Maybe that's rejection from a parent, or maybe a very close friend. Maybe it's rejection with someone that we really cared about, but they didn't quite feel the same way about us. Think about one time in your life where you've been let down, where you've been hurt, where you've experienced rejection. How did you feel in the moment? Was it something that you were able to brush off quickly? Or was it something that impacted you for days or weeks, months, maybe even still today after many years you have rejections that have impacted your life? I think one of the important things for us is that whenever we have that feeling of rejection, it's so easy to just want to stuff that down deep inside of us, to try to ignore it, to try to do other things or think of other things in order to be released from the pain. But it's important, if we are ever going to get past rejection in our life, if we don't do this, instead of burying it, bring it out into the light. If we don't acknowledge the rejections in our life, it's going to stay there. It's going to be like old food that just sits around and molds or rots. Instead, if you acknowledge the rejection in your life, if you talk to it about it with someone close to you, if you acknowledge it to yourself, you have the ability to then reflect on it, to deal with it, and ultimately to let it go. Sometimes rejection comes in the form of closed doors, but I want you to start to see the beauty in closed doors. Sometimes opportunities that we thought were ours, or that we thought would really help our life or make us happy, or give us more income, or whatever it is, sometimes those closed doors are a blessing in disguise. You see, sometimes I think that the things that we think are so important to happen today, we still need more experience, we still need more knowledge, or the timing isn't quite right. So sometimes a closed door is there for us to look around, to really question, why didn't that happen now? And we might see that the reasons are right in front of us, and the reasons might be for our good. No might not mean no forever. No might actually mean not yet, or it might just simply mean in the future when the timing is perfectly right. So how do we deal with rejection in life? I think one of the things that's very helpful is that we try something new, that we don't ever let rejection mean that we're going to reject ourselves. Sometimes we can't control the circumstances around us or the people in our life, but we could always control how we respond to the situation ourselves. If you're rejected in life by others or by circumstances, make sure that you never reject yourself. Make sure that you always keep your mind and your heart open to other opportunities all around you. Opportunities, possibilities are endless. So make sure that you're always kind to yourself and you always look at the possibilities all around you. You know, where I'm currently living in the Philippines, it's pretty often that I'll go to a restaurant and I'll hear a word called wala. It basically means nothing, or it's not there. In other words, they're out of stock. And in those situations, my first response is to feel a little bit dejected, a little bit disappointed and let down. But in those instances, sometimes I've got to try the best food options that I wouldn't have tried if I hadn't had heard no, because I have to open my mind to something new, something that I didn't plan on having. And I think in everyday life, when you experience rejection, you got to look at it the same way. A no, a rejection, with all of the disappointment and the negative feelings, doesn't always have to be something bad. It means that you have the opportunity to open your eyes, to open your heart, to open your life to something that is going to be more meaningful, that's going to be new, that's going to be something that you haven't experienced before. Don't look at rejection as something that is always a bad thing. Look at rejection as a new opportunity to experience something new, to open up your life to something that's going to be meaningful for you. As always, thank you for taking the time to watch, and take care.